Most people have some dream in the back of their minds that they may never take the chance to pursue. But pursuing that dream, so long as it doesn't come at the cost of your health or your important relationships, it's the key to making life meaningful and adventurous. This belief is why I developed LaunchFi, which is a branch of the traditional financial independence retire early, or FIRE, movement. And this video is the first in a series of videos that's designed to equip you with the right tools to use LaunchFi to achieve your dreams as fast as possible, at least as fast as possible without sacrificing your financial security. So if you'd like to see the rest of the series, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And if this is the first video that you're watching, consider looking at my first video, I Fixed the FIRE movement and I couldn't be happier, for a deeper dive into what LaunchFi looks like. There's a couple of things that make LaunchFi particularly powerful. One is at the end of our lives, we tend to be haunted most by the things that we didn't do. And two, I think our ideas about what we think will make us happy are often flawed. While many people that retire early under the FIRE movement do enjoy the peace that is provided by the financial security, unfortunately most of them also discover that early retirement doesn't bring the lasting fulfillment that they expected. Instead of happiness, meaning, and freedom, they find it empty, and most of them move on to do the next thing they theorize will make them happy. And that's where LaunchFi comes in. Instead of spending decades of your life working in a job you don't necessarily enjoy, only to realize that retirement isn't the golden ticket that you thought it would be, LaunchFi encourages you to reach financial stability now so that you can live out your dreams and learn the valuable life lessons they have to teach you. My first big dream was to thru hike the Appalachian Trail. I learned about this 2,200-mile hike from Georgia to Maine when I was a freshman in college, and I became obsessed with it. I was sure that if I could just do this, just spend the time in nature, push myself physically, enjoy the community of other adventurous people, and achieve this great big milestone, then surely I would unlock the keys to peace, happiness, and a deeper understanding of myself. So following the system I've now codified into LaunchFi, I secured my finances, quit my job, bought a ticket, and hit the trail with the plans to hike the whole thing in 6 months. But it didn't take me 6 months to realize something important. Hiking the Appalachian Trail was not the experience that I had imagined. I missed my wife, more even than I expected to. And I felt selfish, even wasteful, spending so much time, money, and energy pouring into something that was purely for my benefit. Now, for some people, this might be a sign that they're not valuing themselves highly enough, but for me, it was a realization that I wanted to build something that would last and something that would help people. And I wanted to do so while spending as much time as possible with the people that I love. This realization led me to come back from the trail early, and instead of spending those 6 months hiking the Appalachian Trail, I spent those 6 months building what is now this channel and my company, Clemens Financial. And this is all to say that our dreams for our lives might not produce the kinds of lives or emotions that we expect, but I can't imagine a more meaningful way to spend our lives than pursuing them anyway, even as they and we evolve and change over time. So while it can't be said at my funeral that I successfully thru-hiked the entire Appalachian Trail, it can be said that I didn't have to live my whole life wondering what it would be like to do so, or regretting never having taken that chance. And that brings us to the first step in LaunchFi: to consider your dreams. And before you talk yourself out of your real dream, set aside any concerns you have about the costs, doubts, or your own limitations. Try to get yourself into the mindset of a child that might say they want to be the next president or an astronaut or whatever it might be. Let yourself dream freely and without limitation. And for some of us, these dreams will be obvious, like my obsession with the Appalachian Trail. And if that's you, you can skip to this timestamp for next steps. But if you're unsure, then here are some practices that'll help uncover what truly excites you. The first practice is free writing. Set a timer for 5 to 10 minutes, make sure you have a pen and a piece of paper, or you can use your computer if that's easier for you, and just let your ideas flow. Try to write the whole time and write anything and everything that comes to mind when you're thinking about what an ideal life might look like for you. Then at the end of that time, review what you've written. If it's not obvious, look for the types of patterns that come up in your writing. And think about what you spend your time watching, listening to, reading, and learning about. Another great practice is to ask your friends and family. You might have already shared your dreams with your friends or family, and when you ask about them, they could reflect back to you those dreams that you've forgotten or just didn't even consider a real possibility. And right now, you should consider every possibility, once again, with no limitations. And lastly, here are some questions to guide you. What makes you happy? What gives you purpose? What lets you enter a flow state and lose track of time? Who is someone that you admire or envy? What do you want people to say about your life at your funeral? And this last one might be my favorite. If you were the main character in a movie that was made about your life right now, what would the audience be screaming at you to do? Once you have that dream in mind, you're going to define what type of dream that it is, and this is going to help with the next steps of LaunchFi. Specifically, does it have a high potential to generate income, or will it require financial resources without necessarily generating any in return? First, let's talk about the dreams that would provide you with an income. We'll call these category 1 dreams. These dreams might include a career change, getting additional income, starting your own company, or making a big financial move like paying off your home or purchasing an investment property. These dreams might also have you develop a new skill like learning a language, learning how to make videos for YouTube, coding, or starting a side hustle that also might produce income. The other category of dream doesn't provide or increase your income in any way. Let's call these category 2 dreams. And these are extremely important and totally valid dreams. Just like my dream to thru hike the Appalachian Trail, they should always teach you some lesson about yourself that will equip you to live a more meaningful life moving forward. This dream might be to retire early, to see all the national parks of the United States, or backpack Europe. It could even be buying a brand new car. Whatever it is, it's going to be a dream that you tell yourself, man, if I only had the ability to do this, I think I could live the rest of my life without any regrets. And these dreams are beautiful, and you deserve just as much to be able to experience these dreams as any category 1 dream that creates more of an income. So keep these categories of dreams in mind as we step into next week's video that's going to get a lot more actionable on how we can start to make these dreams a reality. And while we're thinking about these dreams and the changes we want to make in our lives, I want to share again a great quote from Jim Carrey when he said, "I think everybody should get rich and famous and do everything they ever dreamed of so they can see that it's not the answer." If you think that happiness is going to come from wealth, self-validation is going to come from fame, or life fulfillment is going to come from achieving a dream that you have, then you're probably mistaken. But this doesn't mean that we shouldn't pursue these dreams. I believe that meaning, purpose, and joy come from within. But chasing our dreams is one of the only ways we can truly learn these lessons for ourselves. LaunchFi is a system that helps you to live out those dreams so you can make those discoveries as soon as possible. And following LaunchFi can help make sure that you're not wasting your life chasing the wrong things. So if this video got you to think about your own dreams, then leave that dream down in the comments so we can share. If you liked this video, then please like the video and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And with that, I'll see you next time. Thanks.